All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the race. Oh, I should probably start recording. Hello everybody, and welcome to the race weekend. I am your host, Stinky One. This is Delta Zero's. Delta Zero's Productions Champion Series, partnered with Wolfpack Performance. Today we have the Belgian Grand Prix. We are backdated, so we most likely won't do a second race here. Because we are still waiting for other drivers, more drivers here. We have 5 drivers today for this race. We'll see what happens. We'll see who comes out first. Wrong keyboard. Let's get some of the details we want up there. Full map. Oh, that was a gross sound. All right, here we go. We have Wildcat here coming out and coming right off of a race win in Britain. So let's see if he'll be able to continue it here. We're gonna go in the inside. I'll drop down the audio a bit for this. Just gotta remind me to push it back up later. Okay, wait, it's not even actually that loud. Let's bring it back up a bit. There we go. Here we go. So we have Wildcat coming out here. We do have the new track layout here in Belgium. Grab some of the timings here. Here's the blur. All right. So we do have the driver right behind him. It's the that is the Mercedes. Yeah. Mercedes right behind him. I wonder if he's gonna give him some space here. Looks like he's backing out of behind him. Hopefully it doesn't screw them up. We'd also have, you can see there, Chalupa getting into this line. It's gonna have 3 drivers crossing the line really close together. Let's hope they don't compromise each other's laps at all. We have here Wildcat. On the mediums, we have, looks like he's on the sauce. Chalupa's on the sauce, and he's on this sauce. So Wildcat here is on the slower tire. Hopefully he doesn't affect the driver behind him's lap. Oh, and he invalidates. It doesn't matter. So we do have here Wildcat still doing a lap. We have behind him Chalupa on the sauce as well. There is a yellow flag. I was just landing there. Project Race GP is slowing down. Trying to let him through. We have Racer X there now coming on to these outlap. And Hillian is out here today in the Kick Sauber car. Yeah, so we have there, you could see Chalupa there getting fast slap through the first sector, a 31.236. We're gonna have here Wildcat coming through the final corners. We can actually see there behind him the Chalupa there going really quick. Let's switch to him. Yeah, it doesn't even look like he's trying to do a hot lap. I probably shouldn't have been on him. We have here Chalupa coming in through the final corners here. Wildcat does fastest lap, but this will be beaten right now with the 143.728. And then we will have, I think Wildcat is now doing his actual lap. And then behind him we'll have Landon will most likely be starting his actual lap there, since he invalidated. Oh, and we have there Racer X going fastest through. Let's go back to Racer X right now. It looks like he is actually he put in the fastest first sector there. Looks like he's doing pretty good. He is on the medium compounds right now. We'll most likely do another stint on the softs afterwards. All right, here he goes, coming through the final corners. He comes across, goes second fastest, 144.431. And then if we go to, it looks like he's now 5. We have Landon there doing a fastest second sector, so he does a 131.229 into a 43.308, so it's a 31. So it looks like he has a bit more downforce, so he's gonna go through he's going through the second sector faster. Got a bit extra, it seems like, downforce on his car. But he still does go fastest, 142.770. All right, and we have, let's see, who's still running a lap? It looks like up there. Is he running a lap right now? It looks like he is. Doing a second push lap, maybe? We'll see what his time is. Well, we actually have, it looks like he stayed out there. Chalupa doing a fastest first sector, 31.011. Okay, I need to see these top speeds then, because these are some crazy deviations. Yeah, it goes fastest. Wow, he actually goes. Oh, he doesn't go fastest through sector 2. He goes faster through sector 2. 43.965. We also have him still do the fastest first sector. He's not even fastest through the speed trap. But finishes, gets into P2 there, 143.390. So it's going to be interesting to see. We have Wildcat there. He has a lack of downforce, so he's going to be really slow through sector 2, but he's going to excel through sector 1 and do okay in sector 3. So we'll see how that plays out in the race, if he's going to be able to improve that or not. The rest of the drivers are in the pits. Will most likely Chalupa will come in as well. Or maybe he won't. We'll find out. But these are 3 laps old now. We have a spread of, so we have Wildcat with an impressive 343, and that's in kilometers per hour. Is for the max or speed through the speed trap, and then our slowest is a 33.2. It's just where we're expecting these drivers to be kind of around. So we have a 33.6, a 33, 30, and then 2 32s. Sorry, that isn't Wildcat. So C4430, who is that? That might actually be Lannon. That is Lannon and through the fastest through. Yeah, I am the fastest through the speed trap. Okay, yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I gotta get used to all of the numbers. Because that is right. Mercedes is still a Hamilton car right now. Yes, you are. You have, so you're C44. You don't have your name on, so I can't see it properly. You don't have it public. But you are C4430-162. So now I know that you are going the fastest. Oh, he actually retires. He says that's a good enough lap for me. Doesn't get any more warm up. Just gonna take a break, I guess. But we have here Hillian out there. He's on the softs. Was he on the softs last time too? He was on the softs last time. Actually, this might be his first time out. Oh no, it's not the first time out. Only showing one stint for me. Did he go back onto those used tires? Oh, this might be his first time out. It says one lap. All right. And as we wait here, let me see. All right, Landon, do you want to do a quick interview since you're not doing a lap anymore? Let's see. Don't have anybody. Let's try to get. All right, I'm gonna do it the old school way. Actually, no, I think you can see the channels, right? You just jump into the. Do we even have that channel anymore? Oh yeah, we do. Okay. Go in here. Wait. Might be already in here. I'm in the broadcast channel. Oh, may not see it. There we go. I can't see it. All right, let's try to get back into while we wait for him to come in here really quick. Let's try to find a driver who's doing a hot lap. I don't know if he could see the channel. I sent him an invite to the channel, but yeah, maybe he can't. He won't let me join. Okay. I'll just call you. So we have Racer X here. I'm good looking to see if he's able to. Got him on the telephone. He wasn't ready. Hey.
Hi.
So you feel confident in that lap time?
Well, I didn't come into this with confidence, but
okay.
it's 7 times ahead of the next. So I thought I'll save a set of players because at the end of the day it's a multiplayer race, so there might be a safety car.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, exactly. Save my energy. There's no point in me worrying. So, I mean, obviously, if someone goes quicker than me, then, you know, fair play to them. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these guys have been league racing throughout this game, and I haven't. So I'm
Of course.
more than confident that they will beat me. But I'm happy with my lap. I know I can go faster. I didn't use my ERS right. I made a couple mistakes. I mean, I could have done a 42 dead, I think. I
Okay.
could have
Yeah,
easily
yeah.
shaved off those 10 tenths to that
But you
time,
know,
but
it's the
yeah,
conserving
I
of
think
energy, right?
yeah, exactly. There's no point in me using my other set of tires if I
Yeah,
don't need to.
of course.
But we'll see. You know, like I said, these guys are not slow.
Yeah.
They could easily beat me,
Yeah, and
and
this is
that'll be good.
Spa, so I understand it. Like even me as a slow driver, I could like Spa. I still just remember it. Like you could get onto the game, it take you a lap or two, and you're going as fast as you normally can. So it's not
Yeah,
too crazy.
yeah,
Obviously, my
and
pace
I
is
would,
significantly lower, but that's a different issue.
you know, I would like one of these guys to beat me as well, because then it means we get to battle. So
Or just battle. I like to see people battling it. It's the thing I care about the most.
yeah,
And whoever wins
yeah, I
wins.
don't,
It doesn't.
yeah. I mean, obviously, all any driver wants is to lead every single lap with no challenge and win easily with the fastest lap. But
Oh yeah, totally.
but I don't want to just be sat there for 30, 40 minutes doing lap after lap with no challenge. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like the races in which the drivers have had to battle for the win, they probably feel better, right? Where you're like,
They,
oh, I was fighting, I was in P3 at one point, got back into it near the end, or did
yeah,
some like nice little
they
strategy to get you
they
that
mean
victory.
way more.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, a win is a win. If I have to sit in front every lap, then that's what I'll do. I'm not gonna compromise a win to battle.
of
But
course.
but but if they can battle with me, then that'd be great. And the track's clearly getting warmer. The sun's come out. All of these guys are going to be,
Yeah,
max attack mode for their last run. I do expect someone to beat me, if not all of them, because those
yeah,
those three are relatively close. Any one of them
yep.
could come and beat me, and I want them to.
I will say they're all very consistent. Is the thing
Yeah,
I've noticed. So their lap times in quali might be a little bit lower than a lot of other drivers, but they'll bring it into the race. It'll be
in the race.
similar. It'll be matching. So
Yeah,
they all do really good in the regular race relative to
that,
their quali time
that's what I'm hoping as well. Because I mean, my Achilles heel has always been limiting mistakes and penalties.
in the race, right?
So, yeah, so
Yeah,
I hope that because they're consistent and like I said before as well, they're clearly fast. I hope that means
yeah.
that I will have a challenge.
You are a bit of a qualifying merchant, so hopefully you can produce.
Yeah,
I don't think it matters, right? You like it's nice to be good at qualifying because it sets you up really well. Ooh, and you have Racer X there
I just saw that.
invalidating his lap, and it's not gonna have enough time. And it looks like okay, Chalupa is in front, so he'll finish first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that sucks for Racer X. He is in a decent spot. I mean, he was able to fight.
Oh, Chalupa just invalidated.
Oh, we need it. So here we go, Wildcat, last man standing.
Yeah, there we go. I
Can
think
he do it?
if any of these drivers is going to get pole from me, it'll be
Yeah.
Wildcat.
This is what he did
always
last week. He pulled out the pole right at the last lap. So
He always pulls something out the bag.
yeah, here he goes. But now we're all watching him, so we'll see if he's able to produce. It is probably the
Yeah.
biggest pressure, man, is when everybody's watching you. He knows everybody else is out. Maybe he doesn't know Racer X is, but he knows the rest of them are. And it can be the hardest time to try to do a lap.
Well,
But
I'm
he is,
confident that he'll do well.
yeah. Well, let's see. Through the first sector, you haven't gotten a post for it yet. Because he's about to cross. Well, he should have crossed the first sector already. Okay, so 31-2. 44-0. So 7 tenths behind you. That first... Wait, that was second sector, though.
They
Man,
never make sense.
how are you going through sector 2 so fast with so little downforce? That's impressive.
Braking.
Brake. Use my
Right.
brakes.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
Where did
there you go. All right, that so he gets third. He was already in third.
he
Good
got
luck.
closer, I think.
Yeah, good luck out there. Congratulations on the pole position.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
Yeah, there's a lot of race, so good luck. All right, so now that that is over, we have Landon getting the pole position, Project Race GP. We have there Chalupa getting P2, Wildcat in P3. We have Racer X in P4 and Hillian in P5. And as we get ready to start this race, we'll see what happens here. Spa, anything can happen. We've seen really big crashes here. We've seen safety cars being triggered for no reason. And we've also seen just people dominating here as well. The thing is as long as you can keep up through sector 2 and 3, sector 1 is a really good passing zone with that DRS going through that long. The camel straight is very long, and you should be able to pass there. So we will see. We are still waiting for the drivers here. I am not in there at least, so I'm not screwing up their prep time like last weekend. Here we go. 5 lights. And they're off here. This looks like a good start here from Landon. And Chalupa actually getting a really good spot. We have Wildcat there in a little bit. Takes a little peek there. But it looks like Landon there holding the position. Chalupa in P2. P2 is the best spot to be in the race start in Spa. Because you get this nice big toe. He's gonna push it out. He's most likely gonna get past him here. And now you're gonna see Landon there defending Wildcat. Wildcat on the outside. He's not able to get it. A good clean racing here to the start of this race. Wildcat now has to keep an eye on Racer X. Racer X, very good driver here. I think he's patient enough. He knows when he wants to attack. He'll go. So you got to keep an eye on it because he will attack. He's still an aggressive driver. Loves to go for that dive if you leave a door open. So there you have here Chalupa now leading the race here because he got to start in P2, gets the good jump, gets the toe through the camel straight and gets into it. We kind of expected this. Landon, I think, understood it too. It's also probably why he didn't really go for another lap. Because P2 is a better spot to start for this track. We have Wildcat here. And looks like Racer X right behind him. See if he's going to be able to attack this. We have their provisional fastest lap from Chalupa, the goalkeeper. Through El Rouge. Looking good. Hillian there, losing a bit of the pace there on the rest of the drivers. Is he going to be able to try to get back into it? This is a big toe, though. He might be able to get back in. You see these drivers are pushing it. Chalupa here, still holding on. Landon getting really close. A good thing to keep in mind is everybody is on the soft compound besides Landon here. I believe, right? Yeah, soft, and soft. Yep. So Landon is the only driver on the alternative strat, which is good for him because every lap he's able to stay with this pack on these medium tires, the better. And he's looking ready to try to attack Chalupa here, putting a bit of pressure on him. Let's see what he could do. We saw last weekend he was able to fight through the pressure against Racer X, even though Racer X was able to get him at the end. They both fought really well, and I think it was just a little slightly better strategy from Racer X last weekend. Both drivers, I think, did really well through their battles. And here he goes. Nope, he's not going to try to go through the bus stop. Bus stops are not the best spot to try to pass somebody on. It does cut really hard. You get those heavy 90-degree angles. But we see there, Project Race GP getting fast lap 145.365. And we have Wildcat still there. But I expect right here, Landon's going to go for the attack, get the position back. And then he's going to try to set the pace here. So we'll see. He's pushing it. Goes on the attack. Chalupa pushes him in. He's not going to be able to. He's going to have to feed back out. And right there, clean pass there from Lannon. Project Race GP gets into P1. He's back into P1 there. Chalupa now is going to have to keep an eye on Wildcat. Wildcat's going to be looking to try to attack him. Gets a little too close here, and Racer X is going to try to take advantage of this, and he does. Goes on the inside here. They're going side by side, and Wildcat just goes a little bit wider, I think, to prevent any touching, because that corner is a bit weird where if you're not on the correct line, you kind of get washed out. And you can see there, Wildcat now loses a position. I think he made a bit, it wasn't necessarily his fault that he made that driver error. It was just, I think Chalupa was a little bit slower than he expected him to. And then he kind of had to back out a bit, causing him to slow down. And we can see there, Project Race GP getting the gap he needed. So now he doesn't have to worry, and Chalupa is back on the defense here because he's not going to have that DRS from Landon, who does a 144.88. All right, let's see. It looks like Chalupa has a decent gap here, and you can see Wildcat there going on the attack, so Racer X is actually gonna have to play defense. And he's gets a little bit. We gotta be careful of these warnings. Doesn't look like Wildcat took a warning there, which is impressive. But because of that, you can see Chalupa almost outside of the DRS zone on the drivers behind him, which would be huge for him. So both these drivers are going to try to keep that gap small enough, under a second here, as Landon builds a 2-second gap now from the rest of these drivers. I should turn this up a bit, huh? Alright, it does look like Wildcat was able to stay inside of it and Racer X wasn't. So as we go through the DRS detection zone, looks like only he's going to get it. So he's going to get the DRS here, and then he's going to get the DRS up there. Wildcat showing really good race pace here, and is looking to try to pass Chalupa so he can maybe set his own pace. And here he comes through Camel Straight. Is he going to be able to pass him? He is still pretty far back, but you can see there the DRS. Is it going to be enough? You can see there he doesn't even have to defend it the same. Oh! And that looked like a warning there. Let's see, what did he get a warning? Oh, and a spin! Wildcat takes a little bit of a spin there. And there it is. He takes a spin, has a warning as well. And now he is into P5. Has to work his way back into the race. Racer X there into P3 again. And we have Chalupa there surviving the attacks. Yeah, I think he just got he lost a bit of grip on the front end because he was so close. He was so close to Chalupa. And I think it gave him a little bit of a grip snap when he got a bit extra grip on that front end, and now he's gonna have to work his way all the way back into this race as we are lap 5 of 15 here. All right, we have there Landon. We have Chalupa here showing really good promise here. A new driver to the Champion Series. Not new to the league though. It's been here for a few seasons now. As we see here, the gaps now between all three of, almost all of them, above 3 seconds. With just Wildcats below. He's gonna be looking. He actually goes pits early. He's gonna be going onto those medium tires. Or maybe he's on... Yeah, he's on the mediums now. So he's gonna go the rest of this race on these tires here. Maybe hoping for a bit of a safety car now. He might have ruined his tires from that spin and just wanted to get a new set. As we come through here. Now he's 20 seconds back. He's going to be looking to try to maybe push past Hillian so he doesn't have to actually pass him. He could just pass him through the strategy. Racer X here a little bit far. And then we see there a 3-second penalty. He's going to have to serve that at the end of the race. So that's something he'll have to keep in mind. And as we wait here to see what they do for their race stints, we're going to be here with Landon. The last time Landon has won a race in the Champions Series was in Spa, Season 1, Race 1. So he is looking forward to this if he's able to do it. He's definitely gotten podiums since then. He's gotten really close a few times. He's actually gotten really close here in Spa a few times as well. So he does want to win this. I'm pretty sure everybody does though. I think it'll just feel a little bit, it's a little bit more, it'll be a little bit special if he's able to finish this off here. As he continues to stint, he might go long on these just to make sure. He sees the tires are good. He's getting good lap times on them. His last lap was 146, while the other driver's 148. So everybody, the other drivers are doing 148s now, while he's still holding a 146. He does have one warning now. I'm not sure when he got that. And sorry, I missed that. I don't know. I missed that. But we had their Wildcat passing Hillian. Hillian now into P5. And that was because Hillian pit. Okay. No, that isn't. Yeah, that is because he pit. Oh, Hillian is the one with the fastest velo. All right, here we go. We have both Racer X and Chalupa pitting in. Racer X there going into his pit box. Chalupa here coming out of it. Oh, gets a little bit of a touch on the... He stays in the line though, it looks like. Not gonna get a warning. You can see there, Racer X barely coming out, and it looks like Wildcat should be able to get this pass. He's gonna come in through here. He's not gonna get the DRS, I don't think though, because where he passed him. Oh, he does have DRS. Because you get it, yeah, that's right, you get it at the bottom half of that. So he gets the DRS, he's still too far away though. Still too far away. But the thing we had to keep in mind, Racer X's tires still cold. It takes a lap or two to get them warm in this version of the game. So Racer X here now under pressure is gonna need to... He wants to hold this position. He does not want to lose time having to refight Wildcat for a position. Luckily, his tires should hopefully be warm by the time he gets back into Sector 1 again. He might be able to fight it off. But we've here, well, Wildcat doing a really good recovery drive right now. Has a chance for podium. Racer X is there. Still trying to fight him. And we have now had every driver pit in except for Landon here. And we have Wildcat. Did Wildcat just... Oh no, that was Racer X. Racer X just ghosted for me. I thought somebody might have disconnected. It doesn't look like it. And we have here Wildcat going through that corner. It looked like he made a mistake there. He's gonna have that gap. So the thing to remember too is Racer X doesn't technically need to be in third place to get third. Wildcat still does have the 3-second penalty. I think you don't want to let him pass because if you get a warrant or you get a penalty, you know, you don't want to be stuck behind, so you prefer to just keep the position on track. And as you can see, Racer X is fighting it. He's going to be fighting it. We are on lap 9 of 15. Plenty of laps here for Wildcat to try to get this pass off. But Wildcat's tires are 2 laps older, so not incredibly older. But they are older, so as they age, Racer X will have a slight advantage. We have there Landon still opting. Okay, it looks like he is finally coming into the pits here. And here he goes. Goes onto those softs. So we might see... I wonder if he's going to try to push it. Well, he's going to push for that faster lap. His best time is a 142.770. We have Wildcat here. The closest he's ever been. This might be it. Is he gonna be able to try to get this pass off this pass done? You see there Hillian actually catching up to these two drivers. Oh, it looks like he's got a good toe here. He's gonna be going on to the outside here. Goes past him. Now he has to finish it off. And it looks like he does get the gap, and Racer X just has to fall behind. Now, will Racer X be able to hold on to this position? He just has to keep up. He does have 2 warnings, so he has to be careful with this. Oh, that's not him. Yeah, he does have 2 warnings also. 2 warnings. He has to be careful with his track limits. But as long as he keeps up with them, 3 seconds. Got to keep that gap less than 3 on Wildcat. We'll still be able to get that podium position. We have him here on lap 10. Wildcat looking to try to get this gap big enough. It has a race win He has the race win, the fastest lap, and the pole from last race. So he's gonna be looking to try to extend his lead as much as he can. And I just lost signal to... My game just randomly crashed. That's great. This happened to me earlier too. I have no idea why it's doing this. 1 second, everybody. Hopefully somebody can... Oh, maybe it not crashed. Oh, I'm not crashed. Okay. I don't know why it tabbed me out. Alright, I don't know what that was. We're just taking a little short break in the race. So we have here Racer X now still holding that position, takes a 3-second penalty, so he will now have to pass to get the position. Oh, he did not want to get that. And now he's actually going to have to pressure him. Maybe he can pressure him into getting a second penalty. Who knows? But we are here with Racer X, looking to fight it. Let's keep an eye on his laps here. As we have him, he's still really close to him. He's been able to keep up with them. Oh, I missed it. It didn't indicate that he was doing any faster of a lap. But he does go fastest lap of a 1:43.909. Oh, the fastest lap is the other lap, huh? But he does go fastest. I guess he was really close to his other times. I didn't even notice it. But we have here Racer X now, 0.2 behind. Gets a good toe. Goes on the outside. Gonna be pushing him. Oh, getting a little close there. And it looks like Racer X now takes the position back. And he is now in P3. Chalupa now getting a bit of a relief here. With these two drivers fighting, his gap is gonna... Actually, the gap looks a little smaller from what I remember it being. But not too big of an issue here. We have him. These two have been fighting it out. Hillian maybe gets a chance if these two fight enough. And Hillian gets a penalty, so maybe not. Yeah, that gap has now gone away. He has to pass them as well. I would still... We have Wildcat with 5 warnings now. So Hillian just needs to stay under 6 seconds. He might be able to get it. You never know. These two are fighting. Anything could happen. Hillian might be in a position to gain a position. We will find out here. Chalupa there doing really good. And we have Landon here just pushing real hard. Making sure he doesn't make a mistake. That's about all he has to do. We have here, I missed the Wildcat past him. I apologized. I looked away for a second and he immediately passes him. But we're gonna have here Racer X now in the good spot again. It's gonna be in the DRS zone. Gets the DRS. It's gonna be pushing. And it looks like he's not going to be able to get it this time. But as long as he keeps that gap under a second, he will get that DRS through the Camel Straight. And we have there the Wildcat gets another penalty. So now he has to just stay there. Hillian's gap is small enough that he would also pass Wildcat right now. As we see the gap for Landon increases. Landon doing a 145.112 on his last lap, while the other drivers are doing 146s. So he is able to keep that pace up, keeps pushing it further. But we have here Wildcat fighting now for his life. He is now in a position to be losing his not just one position, but two. So here's the thing. Do you stop fighting him and then allow him to just go past so that you could try to push for that Hillian gap? Or do you just keep fighting because, you know, you're a race car driver and you want to just fight anyways? So we will see here. Either one I would understand. If Wildcat kind of lets him through and just like lets him tow him to the last parts. But oh, we have their Hillian retires, so that goes out the window. Now he does want to just keep fighting. You do not want to give this position up because you never know, he might get a penalty. But we have there, he's going to be going on the outside. Racer X takes the position back. And we have Hillian there going to take P5 here. He does DNF, but does do enough laps to get that position. Oh, what happened there? He makes another mistake. Dude, I didn't even see it happen. I have broadcaster blindness, man. I missed that. And just like that, the gap extends, and it looks like we might have the positions here. With us coming into the final lap here, we will be with Landon. The real question is Landon gonna push here? I know this guy likes to drive fast. Is he gonna try to push for a fast lap? I don't think he is. I think he's just driving. Having a fun time out there. Doing what he does best, drive fast. It's the one thing I know Landon's always been good. If he's in the front, he's able to push. He's able to keep it. And he's even doing he's already doing little victory slides. He does have an 18-second gap, so you know, I could understand it. We have here Chalupa doing a really good job. His pace wasn't there to try to compete against Landon, but he had enough pace to defend against the other two. I think Racer X did a really good job defending. Oh! Gotta be careful. Now he's got that warning. Oh wait, no, but both have warnings, so it's not too big of an issue. But we have here Landon coming through the final few corners here. And this is going to be this is hands down going to be the longest stint of anybody driving in the Champions Series from race finish to race finish. Landon here is going to be coming into the final corner, and he will win it here, getting his first win since season 1. Race 1 here, and Landon across the line gets the victory. We have here Chalupa coming in to P2. Oh! Goes across the line with Racer X right behind him, gets P3. And Wildcat here, I don't think he's gonna, it's not a bad finish for him, obviously, but I don't think he's gonna be happy with it. Had 2 mistakes in that race, especially coming off of that amazing drive he had last weekend. But still, I think he still did good. He has spots, I mean, all of these drivers will you always have spots where you can still fix some stuff, but I think the consistency that he had, he's not gonna be happy about. 2 mistakes there, maybe losing even P2. You never know, he could have been fighting for it. But I think Racer X doing a really good job putting that pressure on him, causing him to make those mistakes. And because of that, Racer X does get P2 or P3. But we have here Lannon getting P1. Congratulations. A good race from all of these drivers here. And he just drove solid there. That was just a solid drive from Lannon. I think he was really calm. He knew that he was going to give up those positions early because he was on the alternative strat, and then was able to pass when he noticed the pace was in his favor. All right. With that, let me switch. There we go. Yeah, that was a good race there. Let's see what these guys are saying. Okay, gonna keep it up. Let me see what these guys want to do. Do they want to race again? All right, yeah, it's looking like it's probably the... All right, it does look like we're going to be trying to do the doubleheader next weekend. Hopefully we can get more drivers. Next weekend will be, that means Italian Grand Prix and the drawing a blank. I created a calendar. How do I not remember? And another track. I don't remember what it was. But I was your host, Sticky Wan. Thank you guys all for showing up. I'll see you guys all next time.